city that never really sleeps, a city stitched together by millions of dreams. Some dreams grow quietly, some dazzle in the limelight, but every single one adds to the heartbeat of this place. They call it the city of dreams for a reason, because here even the impossible sometimes finds a way. Today we are looking at the story of one such dreamer. Hi everyone, I'm Makrona and welcome to another episode of Underrated Indian Gems, where we explore Indian writings that deserve a little more love and literary attention. The book I've chosen for today is I Came Upon a Lighthouse by Shantanu Naidu. It's a work many have heard of, yet it's rarely discussed in academic or literary spaces. And we are lucky because joining us in this special episode is the author himself, Shantanu Naidu, who will tell us a little more about this beautiful piece of writing. For those who did not read or hear about the book, here is a small intro. I Came Upon a Lighthouse is a memoir that captures Shantanu Naidu's friendship with industrialist Ratan Tata. But beyond that, it's really a story about empathy, simplicity, and quiet grace. It's about the art of noticing, the beauty of ordinary moments, and the bond between two people from different generations. On to you, Shantanu.
Thank you, Makrina. The fact that I wrote this book only validates what I'm about to say. I like to capture experiences, but what I love is to share them. It's not a popularity thing. It's a character trait that is so fundamental that when I experience something beautiful, I want everyone to experience it with me. When I learn a lesson, I want to tell the story. If I find a song, I can't let go. I can't wait for others to listen to it. My life is an open book, now quite literally. It took courage to bring these stories to you, to be able to put my life out there, to be seen and be vulnerable. But the purpose of writing them was to bring to you facets of someone who grew into so many roles: mentor, friend, a warm hearted and wise guide. Facets unknown to the world that has revered him only as a beloved industrialist.
Thank you, Shantanu. From composing music videos for social causes during his engineering days, Shantanu Naidu went on to establish himself in animal welfare with his video Pause for a Cause, which was his entry into the space. During his time as automotive design engineer at Tata Elxsi, he founded a startup, Motopass, to put reflective collars on India's stray dogs to prevent nighttime road accidents. Mr. Ratan Tata became a primary investor in the venture. After Shantanu's return to India from his MBA at Cornell University, where he spent time diving deep into entrepreneurship, he joined Mr. Tata's office as Deputy General Manager, assisting him with day to day activities, including philanthropic initiatives, startup proposals, and social media. Now, let's look into the literary side of this book. Shantanu Naidu's I Came Upon a Lighthouse practices a softer, human sized aestheticism. The book treats careful attention to the everyday life. Beauty isn't an escape, it's how we learn to live and to care for one another. So, what is aestheticism? Aestheticism usually highlights form, sensation, and beauty for their own sake. Naidu keeps that focus on sensory detail, but he ties it explicitly to human connection. Beauty becomes evidence of care. Again and again, Naidu frames noticing as something to give away. Early in the book, he says, I want everyone to experience it with me. That line reads like a quiet manifesto. Seeing isn't private, it's an invitation. He refuses to hoard beautiful moments. Instead, he spreads them around. In his hands, noticing becomes a social act that pulls others into empathy. He is not abstract. Naidu uses images that do moral work, like when he writes, you don't go away from the lighthouse, you go towards it. That's more than a pretty picture. It's a way of living. The lighthouse orients, it guides. Beauty for Naidu isn't meant only for admiration. It's practical. It helps you choose the next step. Classic aestheticism sometimes separates beauty from usefulness. Naidu refuses that split. His lighthouse is both aesthetic and utilitarian, a metaphor that turns looking into choosing. The memoir is made of small, concrete particulars: the way someone calls your name, the mood of a room, the shape of introductions. He lingers on a small thing: Tata calling him colleague instead of assistant or junior. He could have said assistant, junior, new hire, but he said colleague, and he has introduced me as one ever since. That detail is not mere decoration, it's proof of respect, a tiny aesthetic choice that carries real weight. Here, the aesthetic is a record, a kind of proof. Words people use, small gestures, the order of a room, or the way light falls. These sensory facts make the ethical visible. Beauty appears in how you address someone and how you recognize a life. Shantanu's prose isn't ornate. Its power lies in restraint, modesty, and invitation. So the aesthetic isn't for show. It's deliberate and careful. The memoir's mode trains the reader in the same discipline it practices: notice, value, and share. Classic aestheticism often divorces beauty from ethics. Naidu blurs that border. That's the book's quiet trick. It makes ethical claims by arranging sensory facts until they feel true. In I Came Upon a Lighthouse, seeing and caring are the same habit. To look closely is to care. To describe is to teach, and the smallest, sharpest moment can prove a life well lived. So, the takeaway is small acts of attention are not trivial. They are the quietly brave things that makes a life luminous. Naidu shows us that noticing, the way we name a person, the way we listen, the way we steady another step, is itself an art. When beauty and care meet, they don't merely decorate a life, they shape it. If Naidu's memoirs teach us one thing, it's how to practice that light, to look, to stay, and to turn toward what matters. Grab a copy of I Came Upon a Lighthouse and enjoy those small moments. That's all for today's episode, guys. Until next time, keep your eyes open and your heart patient.